Hello everybody, we're going to take a look at some related facts for multiplication and division, as well as how to use arrays for mostly division, but how to tie it back to multiplication as well. So just as we get started, I know some of you have told me that you know about related facts with addition and subtraction, so I thought we'd just do a quick little review of what that looks like, which should help you figure out how to do it with multiplication and division as well. So if I have, we'll just do something simple, something like 2 plus 3 equals 5. Alright, so if I know that, I know I can flip these two around, which means I know that 3 plus 2 equals 5. And then I can turn that into a subtraction question because I know the larger number here, 5, I can subtract either one of these two. Alright, so if I do 5 subtract, let's say 2, that's going to equal 3. And then I can swap those two around. I know that 5 minus 3 equals 2. Right, so just by knowing even just this one addition fact, 2 plus 3 equals 5, I know that 3 plus 2 equals 5, 5 minus 2 equals 3, and 5 minus 3 equals 2. So I can take those same ideas and I can apply them to multiplication and division. And we talked about that when we did the multiplication um, chart. We built the full thing. Right? I told you that you only have to know a select number of multiplication facts, and you can actually figure out all of them along with all of your division facts. So before we jump into multiplication and division related facts, we're just going to take a look at arrays, and then we'll tie back to that related facts up here. So earlier in the unit when we started multiplication, we looked at using arrays to do multiplication. And again, I'll just do a simple-ish array here. Okay, it looks something like that, and then you just got to fill in the rest. Right, so for multiplication, as hopefully most of you remember, right, I know that what we have on this side is 3, and what I have on this side is 4. Okay, and if you remember from, you might have done this in grade 3, and we certainly did it this year, that is 3 multiplied by 4 equals, and if I want to get the answer, all I have to do is add these up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 times 4 equals 12. Alright, and if I know that, alright, so 3 groups of 4 is equal to 12. I also know that 4 times 3, or 4 groups of 3, so just flipping it around, equals 12. I just noticed I did 2 different 2's there. So 3 times 4 equals 12, 4 times 3 equals 12, so I can flip these numbers around and it's going to give me the same thing. That's one of the cool things about math. You can start to figure out little tricks to help you learn it faster. Now I can do the same thing with division. I'm just going to draw a different picture of the same array. 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to try to set it up as a division question. So with division, you're always going to want to start with the biggest number. So in this case, I have 12, same as my multiplication answer. Okay, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 objects or circles in total. And with division, we're taking a larger number and we're breaking it into smaller groups. So in this case, I want to try to find a way to split this array of 12 into smaller groups. And if I can maybe grab a different color here really fast, maybe. I cannot. So I'm going to look and say, I think I can do equal groups if I split here, and split here. Alright, So I know I have 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, 4 equal groups. So I'm going to say 12 divided by 4 equals, how many things do I have in each group? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 12 things divided into 4 groups. There's going to be 3 things in each group. Okay, so that's the first way I can split it. The second way I can split it, this involves a lot of drawing on my part. It'll be much easier for you. I have 12 objects, and I'm going to split it into, or divide it into, move that down for you. How else could I split it? So I'm going to split it this way. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. So I have 12 things, and I'm going to split it into 1, 2, 3 equal groups. Alright, so my answer is going to be how many things are in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Alright, so that's how you use an array to do a division question. Now, it's great for smaller stuff like this, even up to, say, 4 times 5, or even 6 times 6 equals 36. That's not a ton of circles you have to draw to make an array. However, if you're doing something like 9 times 7 equals 63, now we're into some larger numbers. You probably don't want to draw 63 circles, which is where memorizing your times table comes into play. So hopefully what you noticed is that all of these numbers are just kind of different organizations of the same thing. So if I rewrite it here, times 3 equals 12, 12 divided by 4 equals 3, 12 divided by 3 equals 4. And I look at this, right? We call these a set of related facts, or a fact family. You might have heard it called before. So these are really simple ways that I can learn a whole bunch of multiplication and division facts, but I actually only know one thing. So if I know 3 times 4 equals 12, I know that 4 times 3 equals 12. I know that 12 divided by 4 equals 3. I know that 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So if you're somebody who struggles with doing division, or you think you don't like division, just know that you can take a simple multiplication fact that you know, flip it around, and you can figure out 2 division facts, not just 1, which hopefully will make it lots and lots easier. I'm not going to do another array for you. You can just rewind. This works same way for every single division fact that works. But just to look at a couple fact families or multiplication facts, how you can use that. So if I go back to the one that I said earlier, if I know 9 times 7 is equal to 63, okay, and maybe you don't know that yet. Maybe you have to use your multiplication chart to figure that out. But if I know that, I also know that 7 times 9 equals 63. And then if I do the flip, I know that 63 divided by 9 is equal to 7. So 63 divided into 9 groups is 7 things per group. Okay, and I also know that 63 divided by 7 equals 9. Right, so I know all of these things just by knowing one multiplication fact. Okay. I'll just do one more nice and quick. Let's do 6 times 8 equals 48. If I use that, if I know that, if I give you that, okay, 6 times 8 equals 48. I know also that 8 times 6 is 48. I know that 48 divided by 6 equals 8. And I know that 48 divided by 8 equals 6. Alright, so I know all of those things just based on knowing this one multiplication fact. And I can set it up in an array, and I can break that 48, okay, into groups of 6 groups. I can break it into 8 groups, and it's going to help me solve that answer. There's lots of resources on the internet to see this, and I've given you some worksheets to try it out, to try splitting those arrays up. If you have any questions, just send me an email, let me know, and I will give you a hand. Alright, we'll talk to you next time.